Travel to Elm Nam. Travel to Elm Nam. Vag. Fate. Fate. World. Hold button fast travel.
Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Celebration, my lord.
Thank you. May this feast set a spirited tone for East Anglia's future.
Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
You my word.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest.
I hereby name you man and wife name you. Oswald of Elmen, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia. This Lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You've done it, Stuart. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way sometime. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to sail. My dreams, I'm sailing. Remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I get it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Eivor! Care for a challenge? Eivor! Wolf-kissed, gaze upon my parts. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brother. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining meat, you shall be rewarded.
I will show you.
Eyes open long enough to witness you drunken lout.
Yes, that's it. As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Bear challenge.
Impressive, impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party. These are the moves of Elmenhar.
Eivor, Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon!
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once.
I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always felt like Skoll, Hati, chasing and trying to...
you can let them go.
My longships in Valhalla.
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's... You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready for your address.
I am ready to your kingdom.
Good. Come. Join, honored guest. We push through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, and for my fellow Christians, May we continue. I see East Anglia's future right here.
Still a bit soft on insults. The king has courage.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald will be a good king. East Anglia is safe now.
I am not one to bask in the glow of another's triumph, but this East Anglia is safe. Under his protection, under his guidance, under his wing, the good King Oswald will keep you safe for many moons to come.
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king!
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn.
Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
I accept.
Oswald, you can do this. Let me fight.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths.
Oswald, you gutless I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue. You always in the way! East Anglia can burn for all I care!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What is done, is done.
You're leaving now.
Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day I will need you to make good on that. I should find Finir, say goodbye before I leave.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivity.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart is bright, with newfound fire. I want to live hard.
Glory cares not for age, Finir. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe. Together.
I'll gather my things. What a celebration!
Brother, Oswald is in your hands now.
Aye, Eivor.
I will. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
This work is Akne beat him lying.
World. Hold left mouse button fast.
Wolfgar, so glad to see you.
I could trade that. That's a damn...
Eivor, thank Tyr. I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Raw disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she... Does a cow crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood?
Rowan, I'll hear from you.
Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace, entering my most beautiful, gentle mare, stripped of her tail, bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. Make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Rowan, I'll hear from you. Holger, your defense.
Holger, let me hear your side.
You have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, toe. All were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
As I was saying, this morning evening, in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafer's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position.
Rowan, I'll hear from you. I've heard.
I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
Rowan is right. Hear statements again. Rowan is right. Holger is right.
Rowan, however daft his approach, Holger mentioned. But... And you, Holger.
This had best be a very good apology.
It will be. To you, O man of horses, I do offer my utmost apologies. And to Elgifer, most elegant of mares, I dedicate my finished work. You are respectively a king of men and a queen of horses, and I exalt you.
Rowan, does this satisfy you?
As much as it can.
Good. Return to your homes in peace.
That's a damn fine stable we have now. Lord, look at it.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Ealdorman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
Scribble from Randvi, press E close, it is becoming in... Bag. Fate. Fate.